Rather, you hope to bring back all your friends who have been taken, no? How about you? What's your priority? What is it you're trying to accomplish? Shall I try to guess? Hmm. You want them to lose, don't you? To put their commander in his place? So you can then show them how it's done? Well now, I seem to have underestimated you. I should have expected no less from that man's successor. Bile falls silent for a moment after this, his gaze focused squarely on the ring adorning your finger. Although I am indeed a member of the Rulemakers Guild, there is always room for negotiation, always room to find common ground. Believe me, I know a thing or two about pacts and loopholes. Though when you get right down to it, I stand firm that it was they who betrayed me, not the other way around. Michael, Amaterasu, and the rest of their loyalities, and the rest of their loyalists should have at least consulted with me before moving forward with their plan. They should be well aware of our pre-existing relationship, don't you think? Sorry. I'm just ranting at this point. Getting down to brass tacks, am I to understand that you accept my terms? We need proof that you can be trusted. I wouldn't have it any other way. Shall we begin outlining this deal with the devil, then? I'll begin by showing you the money, so to speak, so you know I'm good for it. Here's what I can tell you about our guild's MO. And now we begin. Time limit 1. First, I'll touch on how Tokyo locals and transients who run afoul of public order and morals are treated in the future city. Rule makers do not hesitate to take necessary measures against transients who oppose them, as they've done in every loop. The transients are brought in, have their identities wiped, and have convenient memories from past loops implanted into them. In an operating room, separate from, but much the same as the one Sansa was held in. Subject is of mixed origin, system Xanadu type, and may possess second-class extratemporal memory aptitude. There are indications of prior memory transplantation from the warmongers as well. Taking this into account, we may wish to increase our memory output for this procedure. Let's begin with past memories. Memories of the past begin flooding into the mature transient's head and sacred artifact alike, taking the form of forced, intense flashbacks. Avarga is a member of the faculty at Yoyogi Academy, a renowned sporting school. There, it's practically policy to gather together all the most physically fit and athletically minded students they possibly can. Though there is also a peculiarly high number of Tokyo locals enrolled there who happen to be possessed by transients. Avarga joins a number of other teachers in this loop to offer his educational services on these prestigious grounds. Boasting champion status in bulk, A martial art originating from his hometown, Avarga coaches their highly regarded wrestling team after school, and no one is prouder of or more devoted to the many dedicated students who have long been in his charge than he. Unsurprisingly, given the level of prestige held by this institution, personal care treatments that rival anything professionals could offer follow each intense training session. All vital signs are thoroughly checked and recorded, along with any and every other data point relevant to the well-being of both the mind and body. Avarga's colleague, a sports doctor who carries out such treatments, is considered a true expert in his field and is highly regarded by the students and faculty alike. As such, it's no surprise that Avarga too fully trusts this doctor to help maintain his own physical health and well-being as a working adult and avid athlete alike. However, he's always noted that this doctor's mannerisms, particularly the look in his eyes and the movement of his hands, suggest there's something he's surreptitiously looking for. Still, this has never stopped Avarga from placing his full trust in the good doctor, though that's more due to distraction than anything else, with Avarga's attention firmly focused elsewhere. For there is another person, an arch-rival of sorts, whom Avarga strives more than anything to best, the transient teacher Arsalan of Daikanyama Academy. He's a veteran fighter, every bit Avarga's equal, or perhaps even more, employing a foreign martial art known as oil wrestling, and Avarga has been tempering himself solely to win against this stalwart rival of his ever since he first arrived in Tokyo. It's after much toil to this end that Avarga sees a significant turning point in his life in Tokyo. That being, conscription into the Warmongers Guild of the West. On the Warmongers' behalf, he joins the front lines of the war among the three true guilds. With memories of fighting by their side in previous loops ringing through his head, he does not hesitate to ally himself with this mighty force. Standing shoulder to toe with the giant King Balor, he fights unwaveringly upon battlefields that feel positively mythological in scope, making a real name for himself all the while. Yet unto Avarga, in this prime of his fighting life, another turning point has come, a time to make a decision. For a student who should be attending his school has been drafted, and on top of that, word has it, his erstwhile arch-rival has been captured by the rule makers. Therefore, while continuing to train his students, Avarga resolves in his heart what his next move is to be. Stop, please. Don't mess with my idiotic memories. On the occasion of one particular fight, Avarga breaks the news to Balor. He's leaving the battlefield and taking his student with him. And to his surprise, World Representative Balor meets this news of Avarga's desertion with a smile, even giving it a nod of acknowledgement, or perhaps approval. Though if this had occurred before, that one particular loop, things might be different. Getting in touch with the resistance movement among the rule makers, Avarga leaves the one student he was able to break free in their care, then sets off alone to challenge the main stronghold of the rule makers, the so-called Future City. For if this Tokyo should fall, he wants for nothing more than to square off against his arch-rival before the end takes hold. Avarga continues onward undeterred, even when spotted by the rulemaker's soldiers. Military drones fitted with heavy weaponry using predictive targeting rain fire down upon him, yet he perseveres. The plumage of the sacred bird Congarid swiftly deflects every shot as it frantically flits around him. Avarga has come to be known as the right-hand man of the giant King Balor, long believed to be among the very strongest of the warmongers. If your life means that little to you, just try and take me. Dalai Avarga shall neither run nor hide. These are not empty words, but a promise. Avarga will stand his ground, even should he face down the strongest, most storied of transient warriors. And so the way forward clears for him, his opposition parting in his wake, until the shadow of one particular foe is cast upon his path. You're no transient, aren't you? The figure casually, calmly raises a pistol and fires at him. And although Avarga deploys Congarid's plumage to shield himself from the blow in but a split second. Gah! Where did that come from? The bullet ricochets into him, sailing past the bird's feathers from an unexpected direction. The shot was fired away from him, but angled perfectly to bounce back and hit its mark. And the shots keep coming. Avarga thinks to himself that this can't be. There's predicting the future, but this is on another level. This goes beyond even manipulation of future events. For such long shots, such lucky strikes to occur one after another with such perfect accuracy. Transients captured in this manner are dealt with just as any warmonger or invader would be. For you see, there are operating rooms throughout the future city, each fitted with technology from a certain other world. Reconstructive surgery is carried out therein, transforming the unwitting patients into rule makers' loyalists. Yeah! Amid the flood of past events he's being exposed to in his so-called surgery, Avarga's mind can't help but drift back to the safety of his beloved students. The beautiful, irreplaceable students and colleagues he was forced to leave behind there. How are they holding up through all of this? He considers that this fate is of his own choosing, and he believes he made the right choice. As a teacher, it is on him to fight this battle, not on those in his charge. Though he wonders for a moment if this could be mere self-satisfaction, perhaps a bit of smugness, maybe undue pride. The road here has been paved with uncertainty after all. Salon. Preliminary treatment complete. Let's move on to the main procedure. Avarga does not notice the pounding on the wall of the neighboring room, nor the sound of someone's voice calling out. one room over from where Avarga finds himself on the receiving end of the past memory transplant surgery. Avarga! Pull yourself together, Avarga! Hearing an all too familiar voice from next door, Arsalan pounds on the wall with all his might and cries out the name of his arch-rival,